Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's Mathematics with your girl, Sunshine Monet L. Today is 6/27/8. You already know we in the month of 6. This is the month of health, wealth, daily routine, your moral and integral code. This is the month of servitude and equality and supreme mathematics. When we're in the 6, we're paying attention to what we teach, what we listen to, what we learn, how we speak and how we're applying that to our habits. Our habitual self is what we're working on in the month of 6. So on this day of 2/7, in this decan, this third decan of the month, this is the decan of expression, understanding, creativity, and that's where we at with it, right? So in this third deck, and we are on finding balance on our 7, finding balance on your spiritual self, your internal self. We want to see you really live your spiritual self in the 3D world. That's what a lot of people are being called on. I think we've been living under the misconception that our spiritual self is supposed to be fighting and combating the physical self, but no, they're supposed to be aligning and intertwining. So if you feel a misalignment with your physical world, with your non-physical world, it's time for realignment and finding a sense of balance today. If it's a certain kind of reality, a certain kind of thing that you want to see and experience and feel on the inside. Damn, that shit hot as hell. It's like a hole in the ozone layer. Why is you? I mean, it feels good, but damn, that was, oh, the sun is sunning, okay? That shit was hot. But anyway, so the cloud is back. But I know that some of y'all are trying to find a fight. And so because you're finding a fight, some of you guys are too far into the physical world where you're like, fuck the spiritual community, fuck spirituality, wop, and that's a misalignment. Some of you guys are so far into the spiritual world, you're like, fuck the physical reality, fuck this, da, da, da. But you're here for a reason. You're here with that internal heart, mind, soul, and gut for a reason, and it's to align with the physical, to put that reality outward of you. Your third eye has an inward and outward. All your chakras have an inward and outward, and they're supposed to mirror and complement each other, not go against. So find that harmony with that 2/7 today. 2/7 come together and make 9 and put you in a sense of completion. Humanitarian pursuits is essential here, creating a sense of a utopia, because all of y'all have your own version of what a utopia is, and just know you're in control of your reality. So when you set your frequency on that, it'll show up in your physical reality, and that's why they shouldn't be fighting but complementing each other, because the physical reality is here to serve you and serve your energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not here to fight and combat with it. You're creating that fight. Okay? So don't be the fight. Be the blend. Be the completion, not competition. Okay? So that 9 comes together to the 6. It brings us to 15. Knowledge and walking in the power of your truth. So now you've exercised that 2/7. Come into that space of completion. Now you're applying it to your daily routine and stuff like that. And now you find you're getting that knowledge. You're getting that intellect. You're getting that intel that you need. And it's helping you come across these adventures. 5 deals with Leo energy. This is the 5th house. This is Tipperith. This is your inner creative self, your dramatics, that inner child. You always got to come back to that inner child, because that child had all the keys before they were pulled into the 3D and they gave into the 3D fight when it wasn't supposed to be a fight. It was supposed to be complementary. You had all these 3D people telling you your imagination was non-physical, it was cute, it wasn't real, it can't be real, and or be quiet, or your energy's too loud, or whatever, and we're no longer falling for that anymore, right? We know that you have the power to allow that inner child to create the reality, because you are the adult that's going to listen to that inner child. So be that, right? That's what the 5 is, and you're walking in the power of that truth with that 5. 5 can also deal with Gemini energy, whether you're dealing with it with the Gemini side, the Leo side, or the supreme mathematics side. The goal is to have that stability, that structure, that infrastructure, that groundedness in that 5. Don't let the 5 sway you. Okay? So 1 and 5 come together and make 6. That brings you back to the health, wealth, and for a daily routine. So every time we get knowledge, we're putting it back into the 6. Every time you get knowledge, you're putting it back into the 6 today, okay? We're applying it to our daily routine. It's not knowledge just to go up in the air, just to hoard it or whatever. It's really to put it in your memory, to put it in your self-organization skills, your self-management skills. It's important, okay? So you already know we're going to take that 6 and put it into the year of 8. This is the year of Oya, the year of the dragon. This is transformation, death, and rebirth. High highs make low lows make high highs. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle. 8 is build and destroy. With rebirth comes death. So, and no two things can stay in the same place at the same time. So if you want that rebirth, you got to let some things go first, right? And we're really learning that and implementing that in this space and time. So we're going to take that 6 and we're going to put it into our solar plexus chakra when we're in that enforcement, that Herakuhuti energy, the 5th sphere, and the tree of life, right? And so when we do that, we come into 14, which is knowledge and what we are manifesting, knowledge and what we're materializing, knowledge and the freedom, knowledge and the foundation of the things. Because now we see how we can really, provide a skeleton or infrastructure to aligning our internal and external self. Like I said, your spiritual and your physical side should not be combating with one another. They should be completing one another. It's a battle right now because we have people that's too far off into the physical and too far off in the spiritual, and they're combating each other instead of aligning and working together. So it's alignment time. It's alignment time. If you know, you know. If you hear me, you know. Because that 1 and 4 come together and make 5. Today is all about walking in the power of your truth. So, what's your truth? How are you walking in it? Are you confident? Are you courageous? Are you creating with the power of your truth? Are you always combating? Are you always competing? Do you feel yourself yelling and screaming a lot to be heard? That's not power. That's just being loud. So let's talk about what's astronomically happening. We start the day off with a 69% 1 gibbous moon rising at 12:05 a.m. and setting at 11:37 a.m. We are in the Pisces zodiac, so our mindset is all about what we believe, our Akashic records, things hidden beneath the waters, our moral integral code, and where you are in alignment with Mayat. Aquarius is in our constellations and Vedic space. So let your the community you're around, the social awareness, social interactions, help push you towards that Piscean energy, help complement that Piscean energy. Again, aligning your physical and non-physical. We in the 12th house with it, which is the Pisces house. So again, bringing us back to that alignment of, your community wants to support what you're trying to manifest in your space. So talk to your community. Sunrise at 5:32 a.m., sun setting at 8:32 p.m. The Boots has reached their max activity today. They are coming from the Boots constellation. The moon and Saturn are at minimal angles today at 12:35 p.m. The moon will be 0.1 degrees southeast conjunction at 12:26 p.m. The moon is 0.1 degrees south. Occultation does occur. Observe at 4:45 a.m. this morning with a 3.9 degree southwest separation. So you're taking that intuition into your challenges. There are going to be challenges no matter if you decide to complete or compete, blend, harmonize, or whatever. It's always going to be challenges because we all have a root chakra, and in order for a seed to be a strong plant, it has to undergo a lot of hardships of breaking through that shell and surviving through the soil and all the termites and the parasites and the invasive plants, and there's a whole bunch of shit that wants to kill it and eat it, but it has to go through that. Same thing when you were in the womb. It was a lot of stuff in the womb that was trying to get you, but you had to develop and be strong and whatever so you can come through the womb and be a strong adult. If you don't go through all the numbers while you're in the womb, while you're in the seed, while you're in the soil, you're going to be a weak ass plant. And as soon as it rains, you're done for. As soon as a drought comes, you're done for. As soon as the wind blows a certain kind of way, you're done for. You know what I'm saying? So we accept those challenges. We do not interpret those challenges as traumas, but as challenges we need to get the strength that we need to be the strong plants with strong flowers that can endure all 4 seasons. We want to be 4 seasons, 5 seasons if they decide to make another one. You feel me? So we love the fact that the moon and Saturn are in alignment just in time for Saturn to go in retrograde coming up, where, the challenges is going to rewind because some of y'all didn't get the lessons that y'all were supposed to get the first time. The moon is the smallest distance to the earth at 7:06 a.m. This is called perigee in my astronomical world. Cause Borealis is opposite the sun today at 10:18 a.m. This is the best visibility of the year. Mercury and Castor are in conjunction at 5:04 p.m. Mercury is 8.3 degrees south. Castor is the star in the Gemini twins. Cause Borealis is the star in the Sagittarius constellation, which is now opposite the sun. So now the sun is shedding light on the wisdom, the oracle energy of the Sagittarius archer. The latest sunset of the year is today at 8:32 p.m. Venus enters Draconic Cancer today at 6:20 p.m. So happy homecoming to my Venus and Draconic Cancer energy. So your soul's experience, more nurturing space to your heart, your priorities, your love, your forgiveness, those pentacles, that wealth, what you see wealth in. I saw somebody post something earlier that, touched me. It was like, a lot of y'all get really mean when y'all money funny. Y'all need to heal that relationship. And that's what I feel with Venus and Draconic Cancer. Heal that. Asteroid 42 Isis is in Sagittarius constellation. Is at the highest point of the sky at midnight, which is 21 degrees above the southeast horizon. And that's what I got for you astrologically, astronomically speaking. No more spiritual versus physical. It's time to balance each other out. We don't need war. We need balance. Ashe? Ashe. I love you, Cosmo Nobodies. Reach out if you want a personal reading.